Top of the morning to you guys. It is March. That's about all I know. March 9th.
Seems like this trip is flying by. Oh man, they always do.
Gonna have us a little breakfast.
We were just talking about that. If we're both ready to go back to work. The reality
the answer to that.
It's a little chilly this morning.
It's a little cooler this morning.
Should be a good one though.
And yeah, I think the turkey should be gobbling. We're gonna be really close to one of them. So we're getting an early start. We got everything buttoned up out there. Got a light on the back of your truck?
I don't think so.
What is that? That a reflection?
Oh yes, the headlight of my bike is on.
No, we turn that off.
Yeah, why don't you give them a rundown of what you're dealing with last night?
Well, just what do you mean dealing with?
What you did?
I was able to roost an old turkey gobbler up in the tree. We've put together a plan. Whether it's the right plan or not, it's a completely different story. Probably not. But we're gonna sit back from him. We're not gonna get right up under him like we did yesterday. We're gonna probably break back about 150, I think. We'll see what happens when we get there, but that way we don't run into the same situation we did yesterday. But give him some room to pitch to us. Hey, there we go. Give him some room to pitch to us. That way I can maybe do a little fly down or something and get him to pitch our way. But he's roosted in a little strip between 3 different ponds, and we've made our decision on which pond we're going to. And I don't know what else to say other than that, Squirrel. We're gonna try to slip in up under this bad boy and whoop him if we can. Next time y'all see us, we'll probably be putting a sneak tuck and tumble up under old Osceola and see if we can't get nice and close and tell him the right things, lie to him, tell him anything that he wants to hear, to put him standing on his tippy toes right out in front of us 35, 40 yards.
One thing we learned from yesterday's excursion is I don't think we're going to get as tight as we did yesterday.
That's what I was telling him, that I think we're going to back off just a little to give him room, especially if he pitches to the pond that we're going to be in, because he's going to have to pitch over. He's on the other side of that little strip, so he's going to pitch through that little strip, so he ain't going to be able to come straight down. So
I hope we make the right choice.
I hope we make the right choice too. Even if we don't, I hope we're able to. I hope he keeps gobbling enough on the ground to let us make the right moves. Okay. So what do you think? You think we should still stick with the plan? Small field here. He's roosted right there, but he's pointed this way. So he could. This is more open.
Yeah.
Does it look more open to you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is more open and drier. This is a nice little path along here.
Just go that route, and if he goes into the woods, we can probably double back if it's open enough and get in there and get a play on him. And if he pitches out, if we watch him pitch out into the big pond, then there's that trail that goes to him.
Right.
It goes between them, so we can get on that trail and slip out there and hopefully make a play on him if he's in the pond. I hate not setting up on the big pond that I feel like he flew up out of, but
then let's go to it.
But I mean, if you think it's wet and nasty, I mean, I want to go with what you got more experience here than I do. This is our trail right here, isn't it?
Yeah, right here it is.
I don't know if this is a ditch or what.
No, it doesn't look like one.
We're trying to slip into where this turkey is, and we've hit a bunch of water on the outside of this. Like what we thought was a dried up pond. I'm not so sure. All I can see is water. We're probably fixing to get wet. Dang it. We've been walking back and forth under this flipping turkey for probably, what, an hour?
Yeah.
We get in here. Our whole plan has went to crap. We get in here and everything. We had 2 options. You could pitch to 2 ponds, 1 of 2 ponds. We weren't sure which one, so we went to the one we felt like we had the best. Thought it was going to be more open and drier. It's underwater. So we slip under him and go to the other pond. It's even more underwater. So we have no friggin' clue where this thing is gonna pitch down to. Looking at the maps, there might be a dry spot kind of on the other side of him. So, honestly, that's where I'm expecting him to go, but we can't get there at this point. I mean, we probably could, but we'd be handcuffed if he decided to come this way. There's some open woods back this way that we're thinking he might be trying to get to once he flies down. So essentially what we've done is just pick the edge of one of these wet ponds, stab some cabbage palms, not cabbage, but stab some palmettos up for a little blind, and I might try to get him to fly down. I don't think he's going to fly into this stuff, but essentially what we're going to do is observe him and see what he does and try to make a play on him after he hits the ground. We were expecting this whole edge of this pond to be dry and more open. That thermocel's getting us in. Time will tell, but I don't. We're sucking in thermocell. Let's see what happens. I don't have a good feeling. Osceola hunt.
Tell me about that, son.
He's standing in this much water when he can.
Tell me about that. Did you hear him?
Ain't no 2-year-old turkey either.
No. Did you hear that other turkey gobble? Hey, he pitched right to us. Right to the edge. You said, oh, I don't know about this. I said, small pond, small pond. Good God.
I don't know if he's gonna pitch into that water.
Oh, by God,
he
he
pitched
did.
right in the middle of that water.
Got right in the middle of it like he was swimming.
You hear him like...
Did you hear him take him when he got here splash? And I said, feel him, feel him. Because I was getting into this palmetto stuff. I couldn't.
We could have waited. It was more open right here, but
I couldn't.
I was afraid you was gonna get
I
into
was
that
blocked.
palmetto.
I would have been blocked. He had no idea we were
I mean,
here.
it toasted him. He ain't even flopped. If he'd have flopped, he'd be wet as ever, but he ain't even...
Buddy, he had no idea we were here. None.
That feeling right there. That feeling.
Folks, let me tell you what happened. We were walking up back and forth underneath this turkey for about an hour, like he said earlier. When we sat down, he was mad. So this is junk.
I didn't, like I said in that thing, I said we're gonna have to wait on him to fly down and see which route he takes, because he ain't coming to any of the 2 options that we had.
He came to the right option though. Man,
This feeling right here, that interaction, that's what's ruined my life.
I don't know about the ruining. Look at him, he's shaking. Look at him, he's still shaking.
Because I have forfeited everything in life to make sure I can be in places just like this right here. In times just like this right here. To have experiences just like that one right there.
That was unreal. I got him pitching out.
I mean, I don't care to be anywhere else. I could be the richest man in the world. I could be on some outfitter letting somebody show me where they are and stuff. I'd rather be, if I had $10 billion to my name, I would rather be nowhere in the world than right here. Thank you, buddy. That was fun.
Lord have mercy, I gotta... Man, we've had fun. We've had some good Florida trips.
Oh, we have. The last 3 years have been freaking dynamite. Dynamite. Conditions were lacking, but I mean, just dynamite hunts. The experience, camp,
Yeah, no,
eating like kings. I mean, just hire. We just need a cook, you know, hire a full-time cook.
That's what we need to do.
You know?
Hell, the guide, we need a cook.
Yeah. Because when you get back, you know, as much as you guys go, yeah, up early, out. I mean, we were up this morning at 3 o'clock. We were out of camp by 4:30.
No, we left camp at 4.
4.
About 5 after. About 5
Ooh.
minutes later than we did yesterday. We were in that truck at 4:01 yesterday. I don't know what happened, but my alarm went off at 3.
Oh, I had to snooze twice.
And I don't even remember hitting the snooze. I just woke up, it was 3:24. I said, oh crap.
Yeah, mine went off twice.
I didn't have to wrap my feet and stuff this morning, so I jumped out there, and boy, I was
ready to go, huh? Put the coffee on. My coffee's probably still warm in that truck.
absolutely. I guarantee there's still the sun.
And then, you know, when you get back in the evening, by the time I'm roosting, I mean...
God, you're just so tired.
I went to a different spot last night. It was 8 something by the time you got back. You got back later than me. 8:30. And if you weren't still full, you gotta eat.
Yeah, I ate 2 sandwiches and all that stuff for lunch. I was still full. We ate it late. You know what I like, Squirrel?
What's that?
I really like the taste of a cheap-ass cigar early in the morning.
There's nothing better. There's nothing better. We were kind of down in the dumps this morning.
If I'm smoking a cheap cigar early in the morning, that means things got started on the right track for the day. I like when things start off on the right foot.
It's the only way they need to start on the right foot.
What a Florida spot. You got all the birds.
Yeah. What do you think about this spot? This place is pretty good. I just can't believe the amount of water he was trudging through. Like it was nothing. He wasn't even hugging the edge. He was out in the middle of that.
Oh man, it just doesn't get much better.
No, it doesn't.
Sitting here,
I like to.
smoking a cheap cigar, sun just cresting the trees, kissing you on the face.
Listening to all the wildlife.
Birds raising cane everywhere. Comes a nice little breeze through here. First breeze we've seen this morning, huh?
Yeah, the wind laid right down, didn't it?
I mean, just laid down like
Beautiful this
perfect.
morning. Nice.
March 9th, South Florida. This is my final bird for Florida for the year. I'm all cashed out here. I hope you guys are enjoying the Pinhoti project. We've had a epic trip to South Florida this year to start this thing off. Phenomenal bird. It's got nice stickers on him, nice spurs. Probably, I'd say 1 1/8 inch at least, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
1 1/8 inch, 1 1/4. Beautiful bird, phenomenal hunt.
What a show.
I mean, he put on a show, and to think that we thought we were outside the, we thought we were in the cheap seats for this morning, given the way the terrain looked when we got in here. Little did we know he didn't mind it. He flew down in the water, and you could hear him walking in that water, and he died in the water. Gobbled right in our face a couple times. It was a phenomenal hunt. Can't thank my buddy Squirrel here enough. He lives down in this area, so he does a bit of recon for us when he has the. Hey, I know you've been a little strapped on time. I appreciate you making a run in here and listening and doing a little scouting. But I met Squirrel down here turkey hunting, and we become friends, and he's one of my very best friends that I've made through this whole. It seems like all my good friends are, or at least a lot of them, the majority of them,
Turkey hunters?
are turkey hunters.
Yeah, I don't mind it a bit. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way to spend, the time we did together at camp, and
It's always an experience.
Oh man, I mean, it's some of the best times. The laughs, I mean, the cracking up, the giggles, and then when stuff works out like this, I mean, I wish y'all could have seen him shaking on video, like after he got settled up and got over here. I'm telling you, I mean, you could tell how ate up he is. I mean, and the respect for the bird.
We love them a lot. I know it's kind of weird to say that as you're killing them, but it's true. If you could breathe life back into them and send them on their way, it would be everything would be perfect. Unfortunately, they have to die in order for you to. It defines success, you know. It defines that whole game. It means you won. If you don't finish it, there will always be a question there. Unfortunately, but he's a beautiful representation of an Osceola gobbler. I don't know if you can see these wings. I mean, there's not a.
Yeah, because when we walked in here first thing this morning, this is usually a little drier than it is normally now. Now I know we went through Irma and a big hurricane, and it was wet. We were walking in. We both looked at it and we said, "Oh gosh."
We looked at it in the dark, especially. All you see is a reflection, and all you see is water. And I'm like, man, this is not
gonna happen.
We came back to our plan A. I mean, this is what we had originally planned to do. But we had originally planned for this to be dry.
Right.
But you know, anyways, we'll wrap this thing up. We're probably getting long-winded, but like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the Pinhoti project. We're doing our best to bring you some real hunting, real minimalist hunting, something that's getting lost. We feel. I don't think it's getting lost. It's just not represented. And young hunters and people that are just getting into this, they think, you know, this is not a possibility, and this is how turkey hunting, in my opinion, should play out. Granted, if it's legal, have at it. You know, I'm not one to tell anybody how to hunt, but I think if you don't experience it like this, then you're missing something. So even if you do like to use decoys or blinds or whatever, get out and experience it like this, just to make sure you're not missing something. If you don't like it, nobody says you got to keep doing it.
Yeah, and touch on anyone could do this. This is all public land. Anyone can come in here. You don't need to have a $5 outfitter or whatnot. You can, I mean,
you get in your truck, you buy $190 worth of license, and you can do it. We don't, you know, we camp, we cook at camp, eat sandwiches.
I mean, it's rough. Don't get us wrong. I mean, you have to do the legwork and do some homework, and don't give up. The mindset, I think, you just got to keep pushing forward, because we had some rough days along this trip as well. I mean,
just a couple on this trip, but we've had some rough years. I mean, you come down here sometimes and you won't. I mean, you just get up. You just got to keep getting up and swinging the bat. If you're not swinging the bat, you're not going to ever make. You know, you're never ever going to make contact. But anyways, Pinhoti project is up and running. Phenomenal week down here in South Florida. We still got a couple days left. I'm cached though, so I'll be behind the camera. You still got one we can chase. So we will see if we can get on another one. Then again, Squirrel might want to save his other one for later in the season, because we're awful early. We might find somebody else. We may get in the phone and see if we can't find somebody else to put in front of this camera.
Yeah, we've got an older gentleman that we hang out with quite a bit.
We could take old Joe.
He's been dragging. I know he's wanting to get out, and maybe we
may take old Joe.
Maybe we'll fire the buggy up and get Joe.
But anyways, if you guys are enjoying this, do me a favor. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Leave us comments. Let me know if you want us to change something. If I'm doing something that's wrong or it gets on your nerves.
Any suggestions you have?
Suggestions on how to make it better. You know, we'll try our best. We're just trying to bring the camera along on real turkey hunts. Put together a game plan for the next couple of days. See what the weather's going to toss at us. Look like it might be a little wet. What do you think?
Yeah. See.
Let's roll, boss. See if we can stay. Fun times, brother, fun times. This is what we came out on this morning. This was supposed to be dry.
Yeah, this was the dry part of the pond.
We come out on this and I said,
Squirrel?
uh-oh, squirrel. Not so sure your dry pond's so dry this year. I mean, I thought we was gonna have to go back and rent a kayak. I said, he's over there. Good time. Good time. Well, fix have to clean this fine gobbler. Squirrel's already starting to break down camp. We'll be moving locations once again. South Florida ain't gonna have much we ain't seen by the time we get done with this thing.
No. How many propane oil things you got?
Oh, hey guys, we have got camp packed up and we are on the road again to somewhere else. Anyways, we're on our way out of here. It's getting real up in here. Yeah, that just happened.
God bless. Come on, you can jump up in there. You're agile.
I didn't put my damn Air Jordans on. It's getting real up in here. Go deep or go home, I reckon. What do you think, Squirrel?
Yeah.
Go deep or go home, huh?
We're gonna go find this fire. Oh,
What about high-tech rednecks? So this is what's going on. We've relocated again. Another little part of Florida. Squirrel's brought his buggy in. And this is gonna be an adventure. Story has it there was a fire back in here, and that's what we're going to look at. We've got like almost no daylight left, but we're gonna go look for it. Somebody that walked him a gator back here. Ugh, stinking son of a gun. Yeah, that's good. You plenty close enough for me, boss. Somebody done busted that thing in the head, either. Yeah, I think I run it over with a buggy. Ooh. That's a gobbler for sure. I just swallowed a bug. Oh God, so much for dinner. That was a big gobbler track back there beside that. That was a fresh big gobbler track. Oh yeah. Man, we hit some strut sign right now. I mean, this place is littered with people tracks. There's boot tracks, buggy tracks. We've been cutting. That's what he's never seen many buggy tracks. You're not even supposed to drive on this road, as a matter of fact. Some strut sign. Squirrel's blueprint. Strut sign.
gobbler's walking. Yep, right behind. Got a really fresh hen tracking. You've got these big gobbler tracks in this sugar sand. That's why it's faded. But he's tracking. You can see where he's tracking his wings.